Oh, another venture season, another starter pack. Let's get into this one. Seeing as the Lockbot pack is still available, I'll link that video down below if you guys want to check out my review on it and whether or not you should buy it. And let's get a couple of things out of the way right away. First, yes, you get Save the World from this game, from this pack. It says it right here. 2, no, you will not earn V-Bucks from missions or daily rewards. Yes, you will get the 1,000 V-Bucks from the challenges. That is all yours, but from then on out, you will be getting X-ray tickets. They function identically to V-Bucks. They do not work in Battle Royale. You will be able to buy the llamas from them. While you are unslotting items from the collection book, however, it will still cost V-Bucks, not X-ray tickets. A little unfortunate that that's the case. Maybe someday they'll allow you to use X-ray tickets for that, but yeah. And then I guess I said a couple things, but the third thing I want to mention is whether or not it's worth it to buy this. I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't have Save the World, absolutely. This is definitely an easy buy. If you're just getting into Save the World, I think this game is fantastic. There is so much to know. I have literally hundreds of videos on my channel. I've done this in every single starter pack video, and I wasn't planning on doing it now, but we're going to show it anyway. If you guys are looking for a channel, I'm never going to tell you to subscribe right there in the early beginning of the video, but if you're looking for an overview or an ultimate guide to the game, I'll link that guide down in the description below. But I have a lot of videos covering Save the World, and if you have any questions on this game, I've probably got you covered. So if you're looking for some stuff to watch, I got you hooked up. So into the meat and potatoes. Let's get into this pack and whether or not it's worth it. I said, yes, it's worth it if you don't have Save the World. But if you do have Save the World, you will not get a discount. This will still be $16 in American money. In the US dollar, this will vary based on your region. And if Lockbot is anything to go by, these do go on sale. However, I have seen packs leave before going on sale before. So if you want Lars, you should just get it now. And I do say that it's kind of worth it even if you already have the game, because $16 is worth it just for Save the World. $16 is worth it just for 1,000 V-Bucks and 1,000 X-ray tickets. That's somewhat in line with what they normally cost. And I won't argue that Lars and his skin is worth $16, but you're getting V-Bucks for it. So it's kind of like a more expensive version of the Battle Royale packs, where you have those starter packs where it's like $5 or $6, and then you get about 500 or 600 V-Bucks and a skin. So a lot of people think that's worth it, just as like a little pack to get introduced to Battle Royale. This is just a more expensive version for Save the World. So personally speaking, I'm not the kind of person who would run Lars' skin. It doesn't connect with me on a personal level, but if you think this guy is rad, you think he's super cool, go for it. It's going to be a great time. You also get a pickaxe that goes along with it, and that is where it might be worth it to some of you. So you can also use this in Battle Royale. It'll be available in your locker just like any other skin. I, again, will not be buying Lars, but if you have somebody like Metal Team Leader, it'll be completely usable in-game, and that'll be that. Now, unlike the other packs of back in the day, you will not be getting any special weapon or trap. You are only getting this propeller pickaxe up here. This guitar is his back bling, so there's not really any reason for me to buy this as a showcase kind of thing. That just doesn't really change anything in game. At least with Metal Team Leader, like I just showed, she had like a pink teddy, and that had a nice little in-game effect, but we haven't gotten that since. And the third reason, am I up to 3 right now? Am I even up to 3 at this point? It doesn't even matter that I'm not getting this, is because it's a home base hero. What they've been doing is, I believe Lockbot is a storyline character, and Ray is just a core hero or a core character in the main game who explains how to do every single mission. Lars hangs out in research, so he is like a home base hero, part of the game that we already get to see and hang out with, and we save him in his van constantly in the Ride the Lightning missions, and now Epic is like, hey, we're gonna sell him to you, and it's like, what? Clip was available, Director Riggs is available just through Questline, but Lars, we have to buy that one, and that still to this day just really does not sit right with me, especially considering, if you are still, talking to the newbies here, unaware, his hero ability is identical to Power Pop Penny. I have her favorited for you guys right here. This is our chick. She was just available a little while ago in the Rad Heroes llamas. So if you get, or in the Rad llamas with the other Rad Heroes, if you played Save the World anytime in like the last 3 months, roughly speaking, you probably had access to the Rad llamas. And if I go into the collection book, into the event people, you can scroll all the way down to the Rad Heroes. And not to mention, if you miss Power Pop Penny with the Rad Heroes, you can recruit her all the same. So it's not even that hard to obtain her. She is right here alongside all of the other heroes that activate totally rocking out. I got a little ad right there hiding it, but the totally rocking out team perk buffs your crit rating by a ton, buffs your damage when activated by Totally Rockin' Riff. It's kind of complicated, but like the heroes activate Rockin' Riff. That gives you damage and attack speed, and then the team perk buffs your crit rating. It's a huge amount of damage bonus for a very temporary time, and this is the exact same ability as him. In fact, thank you so much to Frost for sending me these screenshots. I don't know who the original owner of these screenshots are, but it was shared with me. I can show you here. These are the stats for Lars and Power Pop, and you can see that they are essentially the same. Let me pull them out and just do it like that so you guys can see the difference here. Basically, Lars has slightly less health, slightly more shield, slightly more regen rate on the shield, and I'm almost covering it, but the ability damage is slightly more. If you don't know what ability damage is, it's essentially just your abilities, which in this case would be Bull Rush, Decoy, and Going Constructor. None of these are really stuff that you're going to be using all the time, and they're only available to you if you're using Power Pop or Lars in the lead. So you're not really going to be doing that. And that's why I don't feel like it's worth buying him as a hero, because she is already in the game. That bonus is already right here, and that is heavy attack eliminations have a chance to activate Rockin' Riff. I'm going to give you guys a freebie. Whether or not you buy Lars or whether or not you're interested in this build, you can go ahead and just steal it right here. We have Auntie Cuddle Sarah available in the lead. She might not be available to you at the time of recording, but she does generally come out in like the February along the lines of the Valentine seasonal events, and she gives you 22.5 energy per melee weapon elimination. I am spamming the surround pound, and you can see it over here in my inventory, perked like such. We have double crit damage because Totally Rockin' Out will be buffing our crit chance by a lot, damage, and then heavy attack efficiency because heavy attacks will activate that Totally Rockin' Out, and I'm just spamming that constantly. To get into the rest of the build, I can show you in a second here. We have Battle Beat, who is just one of the other rad heroes, and then of course Power Pop Penny or Lars, depending on which one you're using. 12.5% of my attacks on average are going to be activating this bonus, which whenever you see the little colorful blue lines going up on my character, that's when it's active. I'll be doing a ton more damage. Hardware damage coming from Tank Penny. I just recommended grabbing her today because she's currently available in the missions, although that information is going to be irrelevant as soon as you're watching this. Hardware crit rating just to get us going with Guardian Bull, and then Coconuts is one of the best abilities in the game. Crossbones Barrett is available in the pirate section of the collection book. Should be pretty easy to find in the event people section. He's super easy to recruit, a very, very good hero. Just gives you 16% damage bonus while you're eating coconuts, and it's just really, really nice for healing and damage all around. And that's it. A build like this means you can just spam your heavy attack a ton. It's a fun ability, definitely a nice thing, but he's not introducing anything brand new to the game. If you want any other weapons that work with this, I'll link a couple of examples in the description down below. There are weapons like the Ear Splitter here, which has a really nice heavy attack that you can spam, or the Steam Thrasher that you can spam a lot. Both of those videos linked down below. You guys can check them out individually, but none of that is anything that I'm going to be running a ton personally. So whether or not the Lars pack is worth it depends heavily on whether or not you already have the game. And again, if you're fresh, new to Save the World, you've never even had this game before, buy it up. You're going to enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. There are a lot of things to do. Currently, we are in the Halloween season. Dungeons are a thing. We got ventures going on. A couple of loadout videos down below if you guys are just getting into it. Dungeon speedrunning guide if you guys want to farm a bunch of tickets and open the Fortnite Mares Llamas. Lots of cool stuff is going on. And I welcome you to the game if you're fresh, new to the game. If you already have the game, then you might want to skip this bundle, but that is completely up to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to support the channel, feel free to use code Mista at your checkout. I'll see you guys in the next one, and take it easy. And then